Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to AtmosMobs review. Today we are going to look at fish and animals of the ocean. So, I'm just gonna come in here and collect the random items from animals that got in here and didn't survive. So, there are many kinds of Atmos fish. You can see them all sitting here. You will have a raw version, a cooked version, and an alive version. And that all has to do with your little net right here. So I will show you how to make the net. You need sticks and string. So I have lots of string here. I need some sticks. So to make that, you just one stick and 4 string like that, and you get your fishing net. So I'm actually going to go over here and see if I can't find some fish already swimming around here. So some of the fish only spawn in certain areas. The crab will spawn in rivers, beaches, and oceans. And, oh, perfect. Oh, that's a jellyfish. I actually thought that was... Ah! You might not find any. But I know there was some starfish over here, so we'll start with that. So, here are some starfish. So, to catch them, you right-click on them with your net, and that gives you an alive version. Yeah, can't do anything with the multi-creatures fish. Kind of figured that, but didn't really know. So then, you can take the live version, and you can make an aquarium. I do caution you, when you have multiple fish just kind of hanging about, it really lags, like if you have an aquarium. Lags the heck out of Minecraft. Like, severely. So anyway, there's your starfish. And then if you want to kill them for raw starfish, you just kill them. And then you get raw starfish. And then you can take this. The only way to tame a crab is to give it raw starfish. But you can cook it, as a matter of fact. And you can have cooked starfish. Not really sure why one would want cooked starfish, but you can get cooked starfish. And that pretty much that process works the same with all the other fish except the whale. Obviously, you can't catch a whale in these tiny little nets. So to show you guys the rest of the fish, I will just spawn them in my aquarium one at a time and then kill them off. So that way it doesn't lag really, it doesn't lag too much. So I'm actually going to want that one anglerfish, blowfish, reef manta, then mahi mahi, Minecraft fish, piranha, sea turtle, crab, swordfish. We're not going to spawn the whale in here. And we already have the starfish. So, I'm going to start with what's called the colorful fish. And those are the closest to the mo creature fish. So obviously you can spawn a few of them. They come in yellow, striped, and blue. And just because the striped one isn't showing up, I'm going to spawn one. So there we go. And then you can catch them with your net. Catch them with your net. Maybe. Or not. You can't catch them with your net. You're supposed to be able to. Unless I'm just not doing it right. Raw bluefish. Your net only has about 16 uses, by the way. So keep that in mind. That if you want to catch quite a few fish, you're going to need more than one net. which they're pretty easy to make, so I don't see why you would have too much trouble. Okay, so now we're going to look at the angler fish. Has to be one of my favorite fish. They don't hurt you, they just hunt the other fish, and they seem to spawn with these little wisps. Here, just kind of floating around. And wisps drop glowstone dust if you can manage to kill them. And the anglerfish will just swim around like that until he finds another fish to eat. You cannot tame them. It's just one of the aesthetic mods, or mobs. You can kill them, and then you get, can get your, raw anglerfish. I don't know what, eating the anglerfish does, but I don't think it would be very pleasant. So, the next one is the blowfish, which is actually poisonous to the player. So, if you eat it, you will be poisoned, and I'm pretty sure that's whether it's in raw or cooked form, it will be slightly poisonous. So there's that. It does harm the player if it's in its blown up form and you go near it, or if it's not in its blown up form and you go near it, and it blows up kind of like in your face, then it will cause a little bit of damage. But you can catch them with your net. You're supposed to be able to catch them with your net. How come it's not working? Maybe I'll just spawn myself a new net. Still not working. Okay, so the net doesn't seem to be 100% reliable. But oh well. You're supposed to be able to catch them in your net. All the fish are supposed to be able to catch in your net. The tame blowfish that you spawn will automatically be tame if you spawn it with an egg. So then we have the crab. We'll need our raw starfish to tame Mr. Crab. So the crabs spawn in beaches and other places. Rivers, beaches, and oceans. And I really like the crab. They almost always spawn with a starfish. I really like the crab. He's adorable. I'm not sure if he hurts you. No. They do make silverfish sounds as well. Definitely not as often as silverfish. So you take your starfish and you feed it to him. And then you can put him on your head. Carry him around. Or if you just want a tame pet crab, when you right click them off your head, they automatically try and go to the nearest water source. So if I put him way out here, whoops, apart from hurting himself, he will go to the nearest water source that he prefers. Obviously, he's not going to physically choose to go in there if this giant area is available. And then to collect them again, you just right click. Yes, it's already starting to lag a bit. I seriously don't have anything open besides this. So I'm going to have to kill him. Sorry guys. But it's really lagging. Okay, and they drop crab claw, so I will go to the crafting table and show you about that. Go to the crafting table, you plunk your crab claw in there, and you get raw crab meat. Simply put it in there with some fuel, and you will get cooked crab meat. And then you can obviously eat it. Oops. Okay. Oh, yeah, that'll be done now. So see, you got your cooked crab meat and nom nom nom. So, the next fish will be the sea turtle. The sea turtle only spawns in the oceans, I believe. Oh, I don't even have it written down. So it must be a newer mob. But it will obviously, sea turtle probably only spawns in certain areas. So I'm going to spawn it in here. Doesn't make any sound, it just kind of floats around like that. I don't know if you can tame them. Let's see. It doesn't eat raw fish. I wonder if I give him raw starfish. Yeah, he's not taking that either. Oh. Okay, so this little Minecraft fish looks like a regular raw fish. And obviously, if you throw them, you will get all these wee little fish. If you kill those fish, they become raw fish. But I don't think you can actually eat them. You can catch them in your net and they just drop as the raw fish. That texture, anyway. So, don't need that then. The mahi-mahi is a bigger fish. My turtle just went out the door. Excuse me, Mr. Turtle. What are you doing? Yeah. The turtles drop raw fish, as do the whales, and quite a few of the other fish. Quite a few of the other fish drop as raw fish. So, the piranha will be next, and obviously the piranha is going to hurt me, so I'm going to stand out here. They have this really awesome jaw action, if you watch them. You can see their jaw kind of vibrates. You step in here, obviously he's going to come right at you. Oh, it's on peaceful mode. So he's actually not going to hurt me. But they will. And then they drop your live or dead piranha as well. And then the mahi-mahi, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, is this cute little fish. Looks like that, has this weird dorsal fin thing going on. They dive and rise to the surface. You can catch them in your net. Boink. You're supposed to be able to catch them in your net, but maybe not. Then they drop mahi-mahi and you can eat it as well. I don't know what any of these hunger things are, so. And swordfish is pretty cool. Whoa. Obviously when a swordfish spawns, they spawn a whole crap load of other animals. So I actually didn't want all those. Okay. So we got our fancy swordfish here. I'm gonna catch myself a marlin. Obviously not. And then you can kill them. Collect your marlin or your swordfish, whichever you want to call it, and you can eat it. So finally we have the reef manta, which is not needed for an introduction, because there's a bunch out here. They flap their fins, which a reef manta doesn't actually do. So I do kind of like the Mo creature manta better than this one, but it's not a big deal. So, also they have these little things attached to them. There's like little rainbow fish. Oh, this is the Minecraft fish that's attached to them. So you can kill them too. And you just get raw fish. And there's a Minecraft fish up here for some reason. Alright! The only one we have left is the whale, so I'm going to go to an ocean biome, and we will spawn a whale for you guys. That's the only fish left, is the whale. And then while we're there, we might see a seal, so we'll document that while we're there as well. So I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, please ignore the building. This is one of my new builds I'm working on, Fishing Village. So it's obviously right in the middle of an ocean biome, and you're going to see it's going to lag like crazy, and it's not my fault. It has something to do with the fish. So you can see lots of anglerfish swimming around over there. If I can manage to turn my player around, there's a swordfish. And I want to be able to find a whale. So I'm gonna go up here. And hopefully. Oh, they don't have a thing for this one. Okay. It's kind of depressing. I would turn everything off except the whale. Okay, so I just spawned back to this world because I didn't want to have to deal with all that lag. So we're just gonna spawn a whale right out here in the open. Now, as far as I know, you cannot do anything with the whale. It just says they spawn in the ocean or the beach, and they drop raw fish. So here we go. They make really awesome whale sounds, if you guys are kind of curious to know, and they are bloody huge, so once I spawn in, I'm going to have to get out of the way. So there's the whale, and obviously he's too big for this area, so he's not really going to swim around much. But they do swim. They're making really awesome whale noise. So now you're going to have whales and dolphins if you have more creatures. They take quite a few hits to kill, and they only drop like 1 or 2 raw fish at the most, so not really worth killing one for, but sometimes their hitboxes are a little askew. Yeah, look at all these hits that it's taking and not dying. There we go. And they drop like 2, sometimes 3 if you're lucky, raw fish. So, there we go. That is the tutorial for the Atmos fish, and the next video will contain all the other animals, because there isn't really that many left. So I will catch you guys later.